Proxy, give me the target.
According to Imperial records, Master Ram Kota was a respected general in the Clone Wars.
You're hunting Jedi?
I bring Darth Vader's enemies to justice. Now so do you. Go ahead, Proxy.
Master Kota was a military genius, but felt the clone soldiers were not fit for battle. Instead, he relied on his own militia.
So there were no clones in his squad when Order 66 was issued?
And after Order 66, he vanished. Official Imperial records actually claim he's dead.
So why come out of hiding and attack the Empire now?
He wants to be found.
Then we're walking into a trap. How many pilots have you lost before me?
7.
Excellent. Coordinates for Nar Shaddaa are locked. Prepare for light speed. The shipyard has sustained heavy damage.
Get us closer.
Lock down the command center and get that hologram projector up and running. Tell all squads to fan out and funnel any opposition towards us. Explosive charges on levels 2, 5, and 12, just like we planned.
Yes, sir. General Kota! He's here.
I've finally drawn you out of hiding. Lower the containment field on Hangar 12 and tell the men to get into position.
Yes, General.
Find us the nearest open hangar.
How about them cutscenes, huh? I'm Sir and back with more Star Wars Force Unleashed, and this is the first actual level of the game. This is where you start to play as the Apprentice. I think the name given to him in the sequel game was Starkiller, but in this one he actually doesn't even have a name. Literally, I remember there was in Soul Calibur, in Soul Calibur 4. There's a few Star Wars characters. I think Darth Vader is one. I know Yoda is one. For sure, Yoda's in there. And the Apprentice is in there. And he's just called the Apprentice. So for this entire game, no one calls you by name. You are the Apprentice. So I'm just going to keep referring to him as the Apprentice. Though I'm pretty sure Starkiller is the universally accepted name for this character. Whatevs. So here we're given a list of different instructables, of different instructions on how we can control things, because as the Apprentice you can actually do things that Darth Vader couldn't do, and your controls are actually mapped out differently. For example, what you just saw there was a double jump prompt. You might be asking, why didn't I see a double jump prompt for the first level? Well, that's because Darth Vader can't double jump because he's a weird Frankensteinian robot machine man resuscitated and barely holding on to life. Whatever. He can't double jump, but we can because we're the young apprentice and we're cool. We got cool force powers. So that. A few things are different. A few things are the same. We can dash now because we're young and fast and agile and not part machine. The circle button, which was for Darth Vader, the choke attack, is actually lightning. And you will see me spam lightning so much during this playthrough. So I gotta warn you right now, if you don't like to see attack spam... Sorry, I just moved close to the microphone. I don't know, I was so far away. That'll probably make a difference in the sound, but hey, whatever. So, I'm gonna warn you right now, if you don't like to see people spam attacks, then you probably shouldn't be watching this. It'll probably frustrate you. In all honesty, I'm just letting you know. It's not so bad in this video, but later on, once I upgrade the lightning, you better believe I spam it. So this first level, it's not too bad, but it is easily one of the most repetitive levels in the entire game. These militia guys, they're more or less the only enemies you fight. I think you fight a few stormtroopers, but that's about it. Mostly, it's just these militia guys, and these guys are really annoying. The cool thing about this game is you kind of already automatically, it's sort of like an auto block thing with the blasters. Everything that isn't the huge laser, you know it's me, because I can't talk. Everything that isn't the huge lasers, you can pretty much, like, he'll pretty much, like, dodge a little bit of it for you, so you won't lose too much health just, like, running through enemy fire. But if you hold the guard button, which you see me spam a lot, because I don't like to lose a lot of health, and I don't have a lot of health at the moment, you actually guard, and you send the beam back towards them, so you actually can get rid of a lot of enemies that way, and the camera in this game is buggy. You saw that! I think it's more of a PS2 thing than a this game thing, but still, you saw that. I was stuck inside the wall. I don't want to see inside the wall, I want to see where I'm going. That is so annoying, but, that is really besides the point. Well, it's not. It's related to the game. I'm talking about the game, among other things. As you can probably tell, for all two of you, I'm sure, who watched the last video as well as this one, I'm a lot more lively. Last one I did in the morning, and I was like, I want to be professional, but in this one, I'm like, I don't even care. Just gonna do a recording session, have a good time. It's always a good time, I don't know. Let me see. I think there's the guys with the laser. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that laser. I tried jumping, it hits me. I don't know. I tried blocking, it doesn't really work. That laser just messes me up, man. But this is another one of those. Well, every single level in the game. I'm gonna stop saying it like that. But every single level in the game has a lot of holocrons, and you gotta look for those holocrons. Like, I didn't have to come to this room at all, but I wanted the force points and I wanted the holocron. Yeah, you see those blue orbs, and no, they don't refill. They don't I was gonna say refuel, like feel, like gonna cat paws you and you feel fur. Refuel. It's not a word. You can see that it actually doesn't refill the blue gauge. So you must say, what do the blue things do? Why do you keep getting blue glowies? Well, the blue glowies actually go towards force points, which you can use to upgrade your force powers, which is pretty much the best part of the game, upgrading your force powers. So there's that. I will say this game has a really cool mini-map. If you look up there in the corner, see the mini-map. It's pretty helpful, because this is the kind of game that if you didn't have a mini-map, if you didn't have a map at all, there's no way. I would not enjoy this game. No one would enjoy this game. It'd be another, Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, I guess there are people who like Shadow, but law of averages, there are people who like every single game. But I mean, like, in terms of, critical reviews, people did not like Shadow the Hedgehog. And people more or less like this game. It got some decent reviews, mostly mixed reviews. It got mixed reviews. It was an alright game. I'm trying to pick up that gun. I can't do it, so I'm like, whatever. I'm out. Cool, so we got a lightsaber crystal. We can have a green lightsaber. Not using the green lightsaber because we're a Sith Lord, or an aspiring Sith Lord. We're a bad guy. So I don't want the green lightsaber, but maybe sometime in the future we'll have a little bit more reason to use green lightsaber crystal. It's besides the point. The cool thing about this game, or one of the cool things about this game, is all the customization, and the lightsaber crystals is part of it. You have lightsaber crystals that change the color of your saber, change the hilt, but also that change its function, like they're crystals. I think they're called like combat crystals or something. I don't know. I forget what they're called. But they're called like combat crystals or something, and they actually change attributes. They actually change how strong your saber is in one area or another, which is that's dope, yo. I like it. That's a cool idea. So there's a lot of customization. There's actually a whole bunch of different outfits in this game. I don't mean 1 or 2 outfits. I don't even mean 5 or 6. There's like 30 or 40 outfits in this game. There are quite a few. I'm definitely not going to show off all of them in the story. Maybe in an extras video, something. It's a lot of outfits. I honestly probably wouldn't even sit through all that. But I might make it, you know, just for the sake of covering all the bases.
Where is the Jedi? Ah! Tell me.
Why? I'm dead anyway. Ah! Okay. Please, just stop.
Then talk.
Master, go to control room.
Hey, what do you know? He was dead either way. So that's... Starkiller's pretty ruthless, man. He doesn't mess around. So pretty much the only reason I'm fighting these guys is for the force points. Do it for the level ups. Because a lot of abilities either A, aren't available, so you have to unlock the abilities themselves, or B, are just so weak they're not even practical. Like I mentioned, I use lightning a lot later on. The reason I don't use it a lot in this level is because it's so weak. It barely does anything. You use it and it's like a little stun mechanism. Barely. That and the choke drains your force energy way too much, so not really using that. So I went through that lightning for that holocron. Things we do for level ups, or for extras, I guess. I'm not gonna level up. I don't know what I'm saying. Someone please help me. I need help. Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Okay, there you go. That's all you get for free. Anything else, and of course, I would have to make you pay. I paused for a minute. I forgot what the lyrics were. Okay, what I just picked up there was a health holocron for all 0 of you who can't read. I'm gonna go ahead and assume everyone watching this can read. Because if you couldn't read, you probably wouldn't even be on YouTube. You would probably be frustrated by all the things you couldn't understand. You wouldn't know what you were clicking on. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume everyone can read. Weird tangent. Anyways, my point was, what I just picked up there was a health holocron, as the message explained, and I'm explaining again for the sake of cheap commentary. Yes. What it does is it increases your overall health. There are health holocrons and there are force holocrons. The health holocrons, honestly, they're kind of useful. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with more health. That's pretty great. But the force holocrons are where it's at in this game. You really wanna get those force powers up as quickly as possible. So there's my 2 cents on that. Maybe it was a little more than 2 cents. That was a really long tangent. Something that was clearly explained in the video already. I don't know, maybe I just like to hear myself talk. I think you have to like to hear yourself talk to be a commentator. I don't even... What am I going back for? Am I going back for health? Oh no, I went back for... Okay. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Sorry, the camera does weird things in this game. How am I not dead? I got really lucky here. Like that guy. Oh, see, there's health. Swag! There's so much swag in that it hurt. Just like hearing my awful singing voice. I'm just kidding, I have the voice of an angel. You never heard an angel? It sounds like me, obviously. So, no deliberation needed. You've already heard it. Oh man, this room sucks. Hashtag worst room. This is one of the worst rooms in the game. Pretty much this level, from this point on, is like the worst level. It gets really obnoxious. Well, there's a mini-boss, but the mini-boss isn't bad. But everything else, just the layout of this level and the way the enemies are positioned is just... It's not ideal. It's not what I'd have preferred. But let's see if we can't make some magic. Because we got Jedi powers, so, or Sith powers. Be more accurate. I think I tried going up this elevator, and I don't know why I didn't just jump up there, because I'm an idiot. Obviously, it'd have to be. This elevator is like broken or something. You can't take this one. You have to take this other elevator, and the point of which is like, don't honestly know. Every time I try and take the other elevator, it doesn't work. I don't know if there's like some secret to taking that elevator, but it doesn't work. So you gotta take that elevator.
Hold him!
Ugh. I mean, it's not funny. That guy is dead. Rip in peace, that guy. But yeah, rip in peace.
Where did you come from?
Joe Mama. Where did you come from? What a rude question. What kind of question is that? Oh, those guys, I don't know. I don't know what kind of weapon that is supposed to be, but basically it's like a beam, and then it gets to a certain point and it just explodes. You do not want to be hit by that. If you get hit by the sort of aftershock of the explosion, you're fine, but getting hit by that beam directly hurts, man. It'll drain your health really quickly. So, avoid those guys. Yeah, watch out for them. Get rid of them as quick as you can. And the AI in this game is pretty stupid. They're just gonna keep shooting at you. It's clearly endangering themselves. Like, I think right here, I take out this guy. Yeah. That guy's dead from his own laser blast, but he's gonna keep shooting. Like, or his friends are gonna keep shooting. Like, I don't know. Don't know what's up with that, but whatever. Makes my job a little easier. Makes the gameplay go a little smoother, so I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I am gonna complain, but that's sort of just what I do. It's just me.